Hello everyone from a very buggy Florida. This is what it takes to film videos for you guys. But it's time to do the 1-year review on the Arrma Mojave. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's right, time to do the 1-year review on the Mojave. So let's just start with some likes, dislikes. Now first, I really love the way this thing looks. The blue stripes over here, or the blue with silver stars, the red. I think it's absolute fantastic looking RC. Pretty cool, you know, a little detail. Got some driver guys up in here. Body's been surprisingly good. No real issue. Well, we do have a split right here, so that's kind of unfortunate. But it does have roof skids, and we do have body clips, which I'm not a fan of. Now, one of the biggest things with this RC is the amount of dirt and debris that collects in it. And it's not just this, it's anything where the body sits over the tires. You do tend to collect a lot of debris. Scorched RC makes these beautiful fenders that go on this RC. So if you're looking for a Mojave, I really recommend you get the scorched fenders. They're a little bit of a pain to install, to be honest with you, but it does make it worthwhile. Now, I just recently shot the video with the Traxxas Mini XRT, and everybody got all up in arms about the fan. So let's just mention, this RC does not come with a fan. And it was actually, one of the things I don't like here is how tight the motor in the ESC are, because you have all this moving gear right here close to the wires. And in fact, this came with like a Y connector to install a fan, and I tucked it off to the side. Now, if you're not going to use that connector, wire tie it. I had planned on installing a fan, so I kind of just tried to tuck it. And during my first run, my review video, that harness got sucked into the pinion and shredded. So, I appreciate that they gave the harness, but I'd rather they just put the fan on here and ran the wires properly. So you are going to have to be careful. That is, to me, the biggest thing is just, this whole thing here is not protected. I mean, at least put a shield maybe right here. Protect the stuff. If not, like, reroute this somehow. But anyhow, other than that, haven't had any problems out of the RC. Pretty solid, like the way it everything's built and stuff like that. And so let's go ahead, get this thing bolted up. Oh, I think I mentioned the body pins. I really wish we'd go clipless with more stuff, but other than that, yeah, we need to turn this on. So especially once you got these fenders on, hitting that on switch. And I am running a 6S Gens Ace Basher pack. I don't recall the size of it, but what do we got here? So I believe, yeah. So this does have a gyro. That is one thing I keep missing on these 1-year reviews, and I apologize about that, is the transmitters, because I never keep the factory transmitters on these. I keep forgetting to mention about, but so I will say the one thing with the Arrma transmitters is that it's one and done. Where Traxxas, you can bind like, I think 30 or 40 cars to one transmitter. Where Arrma, you can't. You'd have to go out and buy something like this DX5, or like I have the IXSR. I've been lazy. I need to get all of my cars on that IXSR. All my Arrma stuff, so that I need to do. I can't imagine that. I can't think of the name of the transmitter. It's a pretty decent one. If you're running a Spectrum battery, you'll have the LEDs that'll let you know where the battery's at. So a decent transmitter. So now let's get on to the car, man. I absolutely love this RC, man. This thing is freaking great. I've had somebody bugging me about getting like the UDR. It's like, get a UDR, you'll never mess with this full suspension crap. No. The UDRs look pretty cool and all that, but I think they're just a little bit too much to work on. I like this. I like the independent suspension stuff. Sorry. You gotta admit, for the next step up for a UDR, something that looks realistic, this thing does look pretty freaking cool. It does, to me. I think it's one of the next best things from the UDR if you want like realism and looks. Now we got to thank the Max Slash for this one. I don't know, I'm not sure if I would have really bought this if it wasn't for you know, I did the Max Slash video, and you know, out of the box, wasn't too happy with it, and I had so many people say, get the Mojave, get the Mojave. And I was like, I don't know. And yeah, I got it, and ooh, I've been happy with it. And actually, you know, even the Max Slash, I got those scorched fenders in there as well, because I said these things with the body over the wheels are just trash cans for dirt. But I mean, in all honesty, I mean, I do like the Max Slash, but I think between the two, I would pick this one all day long. It just, something that you're never going to fix with the Max Slash is the lack of suspension travel. This one just has so much more travel to it. Now that being said, if you are a skate park basher, somebody that likes to jump stuff off of ramps, do yourself a favor, do not buy this. This is not like a ramp car. Is it strong, durable? Hell yeah. I mean, look at these control arms. Very, very strong. Good metal chassis there. It's got the power, but these little tiny wheels aren't going to give you much in the way of air control. The suspension, the way it's set up out of the box, is a very soft suspension. It is a ground runner. And you know what? Guys, I'll say it 100. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to do that stuff, get you a Creighton. Get a Creighton if that's you want to do big air, or get the Outcast. Any of that stuff, you'll be so much happier, man. And I really hate hearing when people buy an RC and they're so unhappy with it because it's not what they were expecting. Maybe they see their favorite YouTuber skate parking something and throwing it in the air, and they love that RC and they love what they see online, but in reality they don't have a skate park. Or even like me, I'm a little bit more on the risk adverse side. I'm not going to skate park my cars because I don't want to break stuff. I mean, this is bad enough as it is, but at least when you tumble in the sand, there's less chance of you breaking something. So think about the style of driving you want. Don't buy a vehicle just based on looks or based on what somebody told you. If you're gonna narrow down, like if you really like the Mojave, check out a couple of reviewers, watch some other channels, because I think all of us have different things that we look for when we drive an RC, and honestly too, there's times that like I'll be editing and be like, oh man, I forgot to mention the RC did this, that, or next thing. So watch a couple videos, maybe somebody points something out. Like one I miss a lot is like droop screws. This does have a provision for them, and yes, the droop screws are in there. I don't go through all the stuff on here. That if you're if you're interested in all that, go watch my initial review video. This is just like a 1 year, just kind of give you my thoughts on how the RC's performed after having it a year. Does it still excite me? What's broke? What issues? And I mean, honestly, like this thing's done great. The exception of not having a fan and eating that harness getting caught up. That's kind of like my two biggest complaints. And I still, even though I have everything tied up Still think they should have put some type of shroud over that, over this gear, the pinion and spur gear in there, over the center diff, to prevent stuff from getting in there. And the, damn, I lost my train. Oh, the fenders, yeah. It would be so easy for them to build something like that into the body. I mean, I like what Arrma's been doing, you know, more recently with some of the cars, putting the taller fenders in the front to try to help with that. So they are working on it, they're kind of on that right track with that. But these things do collect a lot of dirt, and I wish they would address that issue so we don't have to spend money buying fenders. But guys, man, oh, look at this. Golly, it's such a cool friggin', I'm so happy I got this. Oh man, let's get up here on the hill, run it in a little different territory. Man, I hope they come out here and cut this dang grass. Gotta watch out for them sneaks. Boy, they be in the area. So I don't like when this grass gets this tall. But man, it handles. I like these larger scale, man. To me, I think like the 6S is kind of like my preferred. Ooh. I think 6S is kind of like my favorite kind of out of all of them. This size. Man, that grass is so thick. Oh, yeah, guys, so the Mojave after 1 year. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. Especially for me, man. I'm really like, I'm a ground pounder. I love this stuff. I love coming out here racing on the ground, kicking up dirt, fishtailing, all this stuff. I love this. I do enjoy, you know, coming out, hitting some jumps from time to time. And I got other RCs for that, you know. And I understand, you know, sometimes, you know, a lot of people, the budget doesn't allow for more than one RC, or maybe two, if that. And, you know, that's fine. I mean, the RCs are expensive. I'm lucky I'm in that situation. I make a couple bucks on YouTube. I definitely put more money into the channel than I make. But, you know, being retired, I don't have that expense of driving to work and having to pack lunch or buy lunch or something like that. You know, I'm home. And I mean, my cars are paid for, so. But anything can happen. I had my last car was paid for, and somebody hit a deer, left it in the road. I was on my way to work at night. Hit the deer, spun me out, went into a ditch, hit a culvert, flipped the car, and then that's how I ended up with the Chevy Cruze. Yeah, that accident took a bad back and just kind of about finished it off, man, because like I hit the air and went Dukes of Hazzard style, hit, rolled. That was not a good morning. That was not a good morning. I guess I could be grateful sometimes if I was running late. There was a McDonald's nearby. I would stop there and get like a breakfast, so I would have had like hot coffee in a styrofoam cup as I flipped over, and I would have been wearing that shit. But instead, I had got up like normal, made coffee, and had it in my thermos. Oh, yeah. It's a bad. Man, the Mojave. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think. Is this something that you have? Something on your list? I'm glad, I do listen to recommendations from time to time. Not all the time. It's not like the UDR. Also, I really just don't ever see me getting a UDR. I don't like the whole solid axle. They look cool going down the road, but as far as I want to talk about handling, this thing keeps it keeps flipping. But yeah, I don't know. I just the whole solid axle deal, and I mean it's just too the maintenance, man. There's because of the realism and the way everything looks, it's so much more to it to work on than like this. But I'm not buying the RC really for real. I'm just out here having fun. And it's kind of the point of my reviews and the 1-year reviews. I want people, if they're going to spend the money, to spend it wisely and get a car that's going to fit their needs. I said, if you really don't want to drive back and forth in the dirt, you want to hit ramps and stuff, get a Creighton, get the Outcast. Hell, even get an X-Max, get a Max or something like that. It doesn't have to stay within this brand, but I kind of figure most people watching this are probably of the Arrma support, and that's fine. But I support all the models, man. I really recommend, if you're kind of like stuck on one brand, give another brand a chance, man. You never know. You might find you really like another brand, or you like something that they do. But I gotta be honest too, when I first got into back in the hobby, watching people like Tolbert and that run these things and then complain about how much stuff they broke on Arrma, I was terrified to get an Arrma. I really was. But in life, sometimes you just gotta make decisions on your own. Think if you ever had a neighbor or a coworker that other people like, oh, that person's just an asshole. I hate that person. They say this, that, and the next thing. And then you get to actually know that person and be like, I don't understand why some people were like that. But oh no, there's LVC. Oh, I hope this video ain't gonna be too long. But yeah, man, the Mojave, 1 year, thrilled with it. If you're gonna buy one, get the scorched fenders, put a fan on that motor. Think you'll be all right, man. Great RC, man. I've been happy with it. Ah, man, she's beautiful. Beautiful. Well, everyone, 1 year, absolutely happy with it. Love it. Great RC, man. Thing looks friggin' amazing. It's fun to drive. Might not be for everyone. So if you're a ground pounder, want to like ripping this stuff, that's it. Like I said, if you want to hit ramps, skate park, get something else. It's not. I know somebody can be like, oh, it's really durable. Yeah, but I mean, when you're up here like that and you're with very soft suspension, you're slamming, and then you wonder why your batteries are poofed up and the electronics break. Just buy something else. You ain't got to make everything a skate park basher. But man, really cool vehicle. I've enjoyed it. I appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. Links down below. If you're interested in any of the camera gear, RC stuff that I use is in my RC section. And if you buy anything on Amazon, just start at my store. Gives credit. If you want to buy one of these, I have a link to AMAIN or Horizon, which is ever your choice. If you buy one through there, greatly appreciate it. It helps me buy these things so I can bring you the content. And I definitely appreciate, guys, I greatly appreciate all the likes, the shares, the comments. Those of you that actually use the store, I know some of you have, and man, thank you so much, because that's how I can afford to buy these things and bring you the content. So thank you very much. Please subscribe if you haven't. Share the content, get the word out, and help us grow the channel and bring you more and more stuff. Let me know down the links if there's other stuff you want to see the channel do other than like 1 year reviews, new reviews, and just coming out here general bashing. I tried doing on the bench stuff, tweaking stuff, but It wasn't getting a lot of views, and it's just kind of a pain to edit. I still show a little bit of the tweaking, but I really don't want to do how-tos. But any other ideas, please let me know in the comments down below. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Oh, it's raining. Gotta go. Thanks for watching. See you next one.